Hi Barbican subscribers, my name's Mez and I'm here for my final review with the Barbican Young Reviewers. They've saved the best to last for me because I'm seeing Hollywood heartthrob Jude Law in the play Obsession. This play is directed by Hove. For those of you who don't know him, he's a Tony Award-winning, Laurence Olivier Award-winning stage director. Now he's back with his adaptation of the 1940s crime thriller Obsession. Let's see how it is. Okay, so it's been 24 hours since I've seen the play and I've had the night to sleep on it. So where to begin? Okay, I'm just going to give you a brief summary. So I've got my fridge and my best drumstick people. So, Obsession. The play starts with the couple, Hannah and Giuseppe, who work in a rundown bar. Giuseppe's evidently a lot older than Hannah, and they seem like they're in a kind of loveless marriage. But then in strolls the handsome Gino. Gino, who's played by Jude Law, is just a bit of a lonely drifter trying to find his place in the world when he stumbles into the bar. And at first, Giuseppe's not too keen on him at all. But as time goes by, eventually Gino wins over Giuseppe after fixing his car. Hannah's not too keen on him initially, but there does seem to be some sort of sexual tension between the two. Gino then earns his place as an employee of Giuseppe and Hannah's and ends up staying with them at the bar. Then one afternoon, Giuseppe goes off on one of his regular fishing trips, and the chemistry between Gino and Hannah ends up being too much, and they finally give in to each other, and they have this afternoon of passion and love. Frustrated with his unrequited love for Hannah and the way Giuseppe treats her, Gino convinces Hannah to run away with him. But, afraid of the repercussions, she chickens out last minute, leaving Gino heartbroken. Gino ends up being back to his drifter loner self, but what seems like a series of coincidences means he ends up over time bumping back into Giuseppe and Hannah. This is when Gino realises he wants to be fully with Hannah and becomes blind to her plotting ways, ensuing in more heartache, murder and deceit. Okay, so what did I like about the play? I like the mix of both Dutch and British actors that Van Hove used. He doesn't let accents necessarily distract from the play, and I think the small cast of about 6 or 7 people each played their parts pretty well. But for me, everything else was pretty distracting. Firstly, the music. We had music that was like Iggy Pop, and then it went to like operas, Carmen, and then a bit of Rolling Stones, and none of the pieces of music fit well with what was going on stage. Secondly, the script. I've never seen a play with so many awkward silences. There was just awkward silence after awkward silence. And thirdly, the stage and the set design the stage was just very bare. So Visconti's original film was set in 1943, but for this stage adaptation there was no kind of significance of when it was set. The actors were all dressed kind of normally. There was nothing to even show that it was in Italy. Fourthly, Jude Law. I do have to applaud him because he was on stage for 2 hours straight, and for those 2 hours he did have the audience semi-captivated. There was a couple of odd scenes, one of them where Jude Law was just running statically on this treadmill, and in a weird way that mirrored how I felt about the whole play. It kind of just all felt a bit static. Seeing Jude Law with his top off was enjoyable, I must say, but not even him with his top off could save the stage adaptation for me. It was a bit of a letdown, but you know what, check it out for yourself and see what you think. So this is my last review, and I just wanted to thank the Barbican for letting me see art installations, theatre plays, indie bands in the beautiful venue that is the Barbican. Please do subscribe and join us next week for our final Barbican Young Reviewer.